We had a goal at the beginning of the summer: explore the entire Oregon coast. But while the southern stretches get the most love, the northern coast isn't talked about nearly enough, aside from Cannon Beach, of course. So we decided to start there, and travel slowly down the scenic Highway 101, just to see what kind of magic we can find tucked inside a couple of these seaside towns. On this little detour, there's Sarah and I, of course. Otto's along for the ride.
You have a good nap? Okay, good night.
And the newest member of our crew, Jam Jam. Our journey kicks off in this mini-series as we roll into Astoria, and then follow the winding coastal highway all the way down to Depoe Bay. Welcome to our Oregon Coast road trip adventure.
Leftovers on the counter, cage at the television, and the sink is full of flowers, bathtub soaking the dishes, got a couch in the den, but we all just hang in the kitchen. Pilates in the guest room, pizza on the coffee table, let the mystic safari with all of my favorite people. I got a good crew and I'm telling you that I wouldn't change a single thing.
So the plan was to drive straight to Astoria and make our way down the coast. But in order to do that, we need to get there in our vintage RV. Need this.
When I die and I lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best. When I lay me down to die, going up to the Styrian sky.
Well, we're about 1 hour in. How's she holding up?
She's doing fine. She's getting up to 65, 70 pretty easily now. But the speedometer goes crazy, which is a little not necessarily concerning, but
I don't think we need to go more than 70 anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, running into a little traffic now. When this thing is in the sun, it's like instant nap time for Sarah because there's white noise, it kind of rattles, and then the sun just beating down on you, and it's like a perfect concoction for car snooze. Which I think is what Otto's doing right now in the bed above me. I haven't heard a peep from him. Well, we have about an hour left of our drive. We pulled over because we saw a sign for viewpoint, and there is no view.
Where's this viewpoint? It made it seem like this viewpoint was right here. I ain't trying to go on a hike. I think this is good. We're gonna turn around.
Nothing changed, still begging for my food.
Hey, pretty mama, don't you leave me like that.
Not long after our pit stop, we arrived in Astoria. Only problem is it doesn't seem like there are a ton of places to park the RV.
Bring it on back, 'cause you're high, you're low, fine, but you don't.
First stop in Astoria, it's gotta be the Goonies house, right? This whole street is like really cute and Goonies themed. Literally everybody on this strip has something Goonies related, so it's cool. I'm gonna see the actual house and then probably get some food because I am starving. This is the best part of this.
So this is someone's house, and while it's cool to visit from the outside, it's important to respect their privacy and not go into the property.
Astoria has a lot of beautiful sights for such a cool, quirky little town, but the roads kind of felt like driving through the hills of San Francisco, especially with this big booty RV. But we did end up making it to the Astoria column for an even more epic view of the town and the bay.
Whew, that's a lot of stairs. we made it to the top. It's gorgeous. Look at all the views. Let's see how many stairs this actually is.
It's about 164 steps, if anyone's keeping count. We made our way back down and headed to what's probably the most popular fish and chips in town. No, not Custard King, though that wouldn't be a bad idea for dessert. No, this line is for Bow Picker.
Well, I hope this is good because the line is crazy. Not much of a menu. You get a full order of fish and chips for $15 or half order fish and chips for $11. So, fish and chips and fish and chips.
We went back and forth for a while. Do we split one order of fish and chips to save a little money or just get 2 orders? But we'd been on the road since 8 a.m. with nothing but coffee. And once we saw the line, we knew we were going to be waiting for a minute. That and finding parking in a city with an RV was a nightmare. And this was just the long way of us making an excuse as to why we did end up getting
Tools?
Yes.
Did you want any drinks? It's gonna be $30.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Better be about fish and chips my goddamn life.
They're pretty good.
It's a thick piece of
Nice thick piece of fish. Nice little breading. Not too much breading.
Halfway through our first day of RV life, 2 favorite parts: having a toilet everywhere we go and having a bed everywhere we go. So when Tony goes out to fly the drone, I can just lay down. It's so nice. Worst part about RV life, parking. Parking sucks. So bad.
We didn't make it very far after leaving Astoria, only about 45 minutes south before pulling into Ecola State Park. The view from the peak of this park is supposed to be one of the best along this stretch of the coast, because it overlooks Cannon Beach and has the most gorgeous views of all the sea stacks.
Don't know. I'd like to apologize in advance for this parking job, but there's literally no spots for RVs up here. So, us in Texas are parked a little like my bad. Nowhere else to park. And there's plenty of parking spots here anyway, so it should be okay.
Aside from the gorgeous views of Cannon Beach, you might also recognize this park from the Goonies. One-Eyed Willie's treasure's down there somewhere.
Jeff say, "This is what I live for."
That's it. Yep.
This is the same animal that gave me a parasitic infection on my ball.
This is what I live for.
Classic reference.
This is what I live for! This is what we live for! I may be looking, but I'm not looking to settle down. I wanna go a little further out. I get afraid of getting stuck in where I stick around. I wanna go a little further out. I keep looking at the county map, and I'm aware of where I'm at, where I am. It's not so bad, but lately I've been feeling that. My lily pad, steady when the water's flat, but out beyond this little pond, I see the ocean water waving back, and it's waving at me.
Now I want this on the little peninsula in the fall so we get moody weather. Twilight weather. We gotta make sure the roof is waterproof first.
Yeah.
I think it is, but we gotta test it. That was a lovely stop and definitely worthwhile. I grew up going to Cannon Beach. I'm sure I've been there before, but I don't have any memories of it, so that felt like my first time. I will say, in an RV, this drive to get to the viewpoint is a little nerve-wracking because it's a pretty narrow lane and it's really windy, but the road is very well maintained, so if you are in a car, you'll have no problem.
They say it is not recommended to bring an RV up, so you can just be prepared for the roads to be very narrow.
Yeah.
One more time.
not a bump.
Bring it on back now. If you're high, you low, fine, but you don't say anything. Never mind what you want, sometimes you just don't say anything. Well, she's got a gun in her head and a burden in her heart. When you got love in the head, you got a hurt in your heart.
After driving another 40 minutes or so, we arrived just outside of Rockaway Beach in an RV park with the most epic backdrop.
Welcome. This is gorgeous.
We've made it to our campsite for the night. This is Paradise Cove in Rockaway Beach. It was quite affordable comparatively. I think it's like 40-ish bucks a night. I want to get into like BLM camping, but for our first couple trips, we're gonna stick to like established campsites with resources and amenities and power hookups. Now it's no New Zealand campsite, but this is a pretty good find and we're gonna stay here for the next 2 nights. We are right on an inlet, I guess. I think this is seawater, goes out to the sea, but it has these beautiful sweeping mountainous hills in the background, and it is quite lovely.
Honestly, the landscape here was nothing like I expected. We kept looking towards the mountains at first, thinking that's one of the most beautiful backdrops we've ever seen for a campsite. But from the drone, the ground revealed so much more. See, from above you could see all these wild textures and patterns in the mud, almost like they were trees or veins growing in the wild.
First home cooked meal in the RV.
I would not even go
Sarah put her foot in it.
What does that mean?
It's like you just put your all into it.
Okay.
We got peanut butter and jelly. We got some mango slices. Some white cheddar popcorn. And she said I can treat myself to a nice beer.
I didn't see. You can always do that. It's not
And an ice cream sandwich. And I am happy with it because I am starving. I'm tired. It's been a long day. How was that shower?
so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so good. The water got hot. The water pressure was great. It was clean. I don't know why I was like I didn't have high expectations for it, but can't complain.
Good morning. How'd you sleep?
Fine, my pillow sucks.
Otto's still adjusting. At least he isn't meowing in here, but he needs to jump on literally everything to explore it, and he did not sleep last night, so I did not sleep last night. Hopefully we get used to that. We gotta figure out some way to get him adjusted.
Well, let's try sleeping with our heads on the other side, because the way he gets up now, he has to climb up and then he jumps into Tony's face.
Yeah.
So if we can just move, or maybe you move and we like 69 sleep.
Like bunk mates?
I don't know, is that how bunkmates
Yeah,
sleep?
like when your cousins sleep
Shipmate?
over and you only had one. Nah, shipmates don't sleep in the same bed.
Sometimes they do.
We decided to skip over Rockaway Beach on the way down and head straight to Tillamook, then circle back just in time to ride the coastal train. But first, I need my dairy fix.
Smell the cows.
Stinky moo cows.
That's what I said too.
Oh.
Stinky. As much as I love cheese, I don't think I've ever been wanting to say I've been excited to go look at cheese, but I'm pretty excited to go look at cheese.
No one's surprised.
Yeah.
Literally no one's surprised.
Yellow lights are flashing.
Las luces amarillas están encendiendo.
Tillamook.
Tillamook.
Ah yes, Tillamook, a fine classic American establishment. a cultural cornerstone in cheese. Founded in 1909 by dairy visionaries who clearly knew their way around a cow. Here, one might enjoy a fully self-guided experience. Nothing says prestige like wandering through a cheese factory. It's also here you can test your cow IQ and see the different products each dairy cow produces. You can also simulate the milking process, though it appears someone wore old mechanical Bessie's udders out.
Trying to get my hands on them udders. I want to milk a cow.
I'm sure someone somewhere has
Does anyone watching this have a cow? I want to milk it.
dairy cow.
Dairy? I don't know. What's the difference? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Where a young man who dreams of cheese despite being lactose intolerant can eat cheese with no shame, only regrets the day after, where you learn just how much milk goes into making cheese.
Wow, it takes 10 pounds of milk to make 1 pound of cheese.
Cheese is quality checked by the thousands daily to ensure only the finest cheeses hit your taste buds. Observe the packing process, a sophisticated ballet of machinery and steel, overseen by a team of highly trained, extremely hair-netted individuals.
Big old block of cheese.
I wonder how much free cheese they get.
Yes, behind this glass you'll also find what one can only describe as the Mona Lisa of dairy automation. Cheese blocks, gliding effortlessly down conveyor belts as if touched by the hands of buttery angels. And what's this? Why, it's the fastest package sealing octopus in the West.
The process of this is impressive, but can you imagine going to work every day and there's thousands of people staring at you doing your job through like a glass window? Can you imagine if you had people watching you edit videos like all day long?
Yes, you too can win a year's supply of cheese.
We have a fridge now.
Why, even the late Queen of England herself tasted these cheeses.
Wow.
And then, yes, the piece de resistance, the free samples. An elite buffet of cubes,
Alright, we'll try some cheddar.
chilled to perfection.
Oh, we'll try some Kobe Jet.
Designed for the sophisticated palate,
Garlic cheddar.
and also for the people who came here for free snacks.
No. Tragic.
Back in line you
Oh
go.
man. Fresh and squeaky cheese curds. Oh.
Tillamook, a sacred pilgrimage to the heart of an American cheese lover.
Can I have a flight, please? Yeah. Brownie batter, holiday sugar cookie, and waffle cone swirl. Thank you.
No problem. Anything else for you guys?
That's it.
Alrighty.
You, me, us.
Let's taste these ice creams. First up, holiday sugar cookie.
Oh damn. It's like a Christmas cookie. That's amazing. Wow.
Next,
Brownie batter. There's chunks of brownie in it. Someone on Patreon told us, make sure you get an ice cream plate. That's why we did. Tony might have anyway, but good call.
and finally, waffle cone swirl.
This was worth the drive alone.
All right, Tillamook gift shop haul. I think this is the only time we've done a gift shop haul on our channel because we avoid souvenirs because we don't have any place to put them. But now we have a home. So we got a little magnet, little cutie, got like the van for our van, and our stovetop is magnetic, so we can just stick it right on there. I actually really love this idea because our fridge is not magnetic and nothing else is really magnetic, but our stovetop is, and I think it'd be cute to start to collect magnets from our travels in Jam Jam to put on our stove. I picked up some very cute postcards for our Patreon members. Our $7 tier gets postcards a couple times a year, so we picked up some of those. We got a Oregon strawberry ice cream lip balm for Tony. If you don't know, I feel like, I don't know how often we talk about it on this channel, strawberry flavor is Tony's absolute favorite everything. Ice cream, jam, candy, like anything strawberry flavored. So we got him one of these, and then we got the world's best cheddar. World award-winning, world something impressive. It is not for me, it is for someone in my family because this is their favorite. So that's our haul. And we came back to the van. I'm gonna show you where the cat has put himself.
Are you comfy? Do you have a good nap? Okay, good night. With a cheese factory officially checked off our bingo card, we hit the road again. Now it was time for something I was looking forward to the most on this trip, which was a train ride along the coast.
It's in the background and out in plain sight. Good things happen. Often, often, people will be kind, be good-hearted, and help each other out. Good news won't often make the headline. Good things happen all the time.
All right, you guys in the open top car? That's the car outside without the roof.
Right, correct. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Like I was with cheese. Go there next. Oh look, there's Jam Jam.
The light is fading fast. From this hotel we gotta go. Our bags are packed, so what are we waiting for? There's no point in delaying what we both already know. You're scared this time with me.
Well, this is the Three Graces coming up in front of us here.
This time with me.
The Oregon Coast Scenic Rail runs between Rockaway Beach and Garibaldi. At either stop, you can hop off and walk around for 20 minutes or so. So I took a quick walk over to check out the front of the train engine, because, well, who wouldn't want to see a classic steam engine up close? Eventually, though, it was time to hop back on the train.
Cheese, trains, corn dogs. This might just be my perfect day.
Maybe the selling point to this place isn't the corn dogs, but the corn dog ride. I bet he wants one of those shirts.
Hi, can I have 3 original pups and 1 spicy? So these are pronto pups, whereas corn dogs use corn batter, pronto pups use pancake batter, and it smells like pancakes. It's really bizarre.
Thumbnail. Thumbnail number 2. It's knee slapping.
I just love a corn dog.
So I got 1 original and 1 spicy Louisiana sausage, Louisiana beef and pork. I'm gonna try this one first.
Spicy?
A little kick at the end. So we got a fry sauce, ketchup, mustard. Typically I like mustard, but this fry sauce is pretty good too. What is your condiment of choice for a corn dog? And what is your condiment of choice for a corn dog?
Ketchup, and Tony says that's un-American.
Corn dog's fine.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
give you credit. It's a hot dog.
Oh, I'll take some ranch in my corn dog.
Ranch, huh? All right, what's better? Corn dog or pronto pup?
I didn't notice a difference in like true taste. It smells more like pancakes, but it didn't taste like pancakes. But it was very good. I don't know. Now let's go get 2 normal corn dogs.
Yeah.
And I couldn't leave here without riding the corn dog. Or at least pretending to. Figured I'd save the quarters for some other kid. And while we're out here, Otto's been cooped up in the RV all day. Figured he might want to stretch his legs.
Otto's first beach day.
Otto's first beach day.
What do you think? He's like, what am I walking on? What do you think, Otto? You like the beach?
We had a full day today. I think each of us did something we really enjoyed. But we drove back to our camp just in time to catch sunset. Things could not be more perfect.
The next morning, we rolled back past Rockaway Beach, waved a little goodbye to the coastal train, and hit the road again. About an hour south is Pacific City, where there are 2 things on our makeshift agenda. The first is the giant sand dune here, which I will happily watch Tony climb.
So we drove like an hour down to Pacific City because I wanted to climb up to the top of this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a pretty big sand dune. I don't know if I'm in shape for this though. Sarah's gonna stay here with our gear, and I'm gonna make the hike up.
There he goes. You're quite the adventurer.
You're gonna hear me over the course of this start to lose my breath, because this is like walking on a Stairmaster. But I have been preparing for this.
There is no part of me that wants to climb that dune. Not a single part of me.
Also, I'm doing this in my tennis shoes. I don't know if that's smarter or harder, but sand feels pretty hot.
He's actually getting up there really fast. It looks like he's about halfway up, so either maybe it's not as challenging as it looks.
I'm bent over now. You can see my foot is completely buried in the sand. Once you get to, I can't even talk anymore. Once you get pretty high up here, the sand gets pretty deep. So if you don't take really big steps, then you're basically moving nowhere. But we're almost there.
He's about 2/3 up now. Definitely slowing down.
Got that much left to go.
He was cruising up the first 2/3 of this, and now it's taking him just as long to get up this final bit.
A couple deep breaths.
Struggling right now. He's just face down up for the last like 40 seconds. If I know Tony at all, he's so close. Right now he's like, just a little bit more, just push through, don't stop.
I think I'm gonna sprint it.
He just wants to get to the end, and I bet he's gonna go all the way without stopping from where he's at now.
When we get to the top. And go. Oh, I can't even run it. Oh.
Here he goes. He's going. He's going. Oh, he's running now. He's running now. Oh, he stopped again.
That's about as much as I got.
Oh, he made it.
We made it. Look how high we are. Wow. Climbed all that. That's right, I did. Not the hardest thing I've done. I think climbing a volcano in my youth in New Zealand was the hardest. I also want to do this again. Can't even talk. But we gotta go back down. And I feel like I want to stay up here a little bit longer. Take it all in and to catch my breath. It's crazy.
Don't mind my double glasses here. He's starting his descent down. I'm curious to see what his plan of attack here is. He's not, I thought he'd run the whole way. He's going quite slow.
It's like skiing downhill. I'm not even walking, I'm skiing. And there's probably so much sand in my shoes now. I think it's still a good idea though.
I made it to the bottom, and of course, the second I said I'd totally not do that again, I roped Sarah into climbing back up with me. Only about a third of the way this time, just enough so we could sprint down together like a couple of kids. And Sara made it 2 steps before falling. Want to know the downside of walking in sand with shoes? Well, for starters, it's like adding sandbags to your feet. And the funny thing is, I'd go on to do this several more times over the rest of this trip, thanks to some random beach detours and a few sand dunes along the coast.
Sheesh.
But anyway, that was fun. Time to get to our campsite.
We're in single lane stop and go traffic. Barely moving.
We're driving past Depoe Bay and we could see a whale from the car. It is so busy though. There is like no place for us to park to whale watch because we're here at 4 p.m. But that was exciting. Roadside attraction.
Tony here, just want to talk to you while this drone is in the air. As someone who's always loved the ocean, one of my dream jobs, like dream, is to work with National Geographic, especially as a drone operator. I've always imagined getting one of those epic Nat Geo shots, like a shark slicing through the water, a pod of dolphins, or a whale breaching at like the perfect sunset. So when we drove past Depoe Bay and saw tour boats gathered by the bay, my heart started racing. We found a spot to pull over, I scrambled, and got the drone into the air as fast as I could, but it was gone. That's the thing about whales, they're not on anyone's schedule but their own. And even if they were, I'm flying a Mini 4 Pro, which legally any drone has to stay at least 100 yards away from any sea life. It's got a digital zoom, but it's not exactly Nat Geo quality. Still, when my battery was running low and it was about time to bring it home, there it was, a whale. Saying hi just long enough for me to get the shot.
Thanks to a very generous family friend, sister's boyfriend's parents' house. They have a beach house in Newport. So this is where we're sleeping tonight, right in front of their house with this beautiful ocean backdrop. I could get used to that sound.
So you might be wondering, how the hell could we skip over Cannon Beach? Well, we didn't. We knew trying to park the RV there midday would be a nightmare, and we heard the puffins might still be migrating there in the mornings. So we packed up at 3 a.m., made the drive back up in the dark, half asleep. Actually, I think I did fall asleep a few times as the navigator, but all for a better experience.
She's a good girl.
The best part about getting to Cannon Beach so early? No one's around. Just us, the sound of the waves, and a whole stretch of sand with a giant sea stack in the middle. You can kind of hear all the thousands of birds on Haystack Rock all the way from here. Mistakenly though, they weren't all puffins, which we'll learn in a minute. Mostly they're common murres.
Sarah's already at the haystack. She says there's hella puffins over there, so I'm racing over to see if we can get some shots of them. This is magical though, man. Like, whoa.
Each spring and summer, the towering basalt monolith of Haystack Rock becomes more than just a coastal landmark. It becomes a nesting sanctuary. Rising 235 feet above the shore, it hosts a range of gatherings of seabirds. Most notably, the common murre and the charismatic tuft puffin. Common murres arrive in the thousands. From a distance, they resemble tiny penguins, stacked shoulder to shoulder along the narrow ridges. They don't build nests. Instead, they rely on numbers and balance to keep their eggs from tumbling into the tides below. And then, there's the puffins. Spotting them is like finding Where's Waldo. They spend most of their lives at sea, but for a few short months, they come here to breed, to nest, and to raise their young. See Nat Geo? I'm ready.
your nickname?
Seaweed.
Where'd that come from?
Because I'd stand on this very beach and dance by the ocean line like seaweed.
We left the beach in search of breakfast and found a local cafe right on the main strip for a much needed bagel and coffee break.
Can we have 2 Parmesan bagels, please, with cream cheese?
There's so much on your face.
We checked off a great deal of all of the spots we wanted to see along the north coast. The first leg of this road trip has already been so special, it's hard to imagine what the rest of the coast has in store. But you'll have to wait and see in the next video. Make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss our next detour. We have a feeling it's gonna be a good one.
How do you? Hey. Ooh, saddle right on there. Like a natural. All right, now getting off is probably the... Nah, that was smooth. See how smooth that was?